You know, in the huge universe of crypto heroes, you've heard all the classic origin stories, right? The mysterious creator, the genius tinkering in a garage. But our hero today, well, let's call him the ledger runner. He's different. His story doesn't start with a bang. It starts with a signature on a dotted line.
Yep, you heard that right. This is not some tale about a scrappy underdog. This is the story of a digital asset that was literally forged in the heart of corporate ambition, designed from the get-go to play in the big leagues of global finance.
Okay, so let's break this down, because this is where a ton of people get tripped up. Think of it like this. Ripple is the company. They're the master strategists. The XRP ledger, or XRPL, that's the high-speed arena they helped build. And XRP, that's our hero, the ledger runner, the actual token that races across that arena. Three totally separate things, but they're all part of one very tangled story. So what makes the ledger runner so different from, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum? Well, it all comes down to his core design. He wasn't made to be like digital gold, slowly chipped away from some digital mountain. Nope, he was built for one thing and one thing only, pure, unadulterated speed. Now this really shows off our hero's superpowers. I mean, forget all that energy-guzzling mining or complicated staking. The XRP ledger uses a slick voting system. Basically, a select group of trusted validators just have to agree, and boom, a decision is made in 3 to 5 seconds. It's super clean, incredibly efficient, and just blazing fast.
And right here, we get to our hero's original sin, the one big controversy that has followed him his entire life. See, instead of being created gradually over time, all 100 billion XRP tokens were just, poof, generated all at once right at the very beginning. It's a concept they call a pre-mine.
And how they split up this massive treasure trove? Well, that became the stuff of legends and, of course, legal battles. 80 billion XRP went to the company, Ripple, to fund everything. The other 20 billion, that went straight to the founders. Now, critics immediately screamed centralization, but supporters are like, hey, we need a war chest to actually take on the global financial system. So for years, this whole debate just raged on. But then, in December of 2020, those whispers turned into a full-blown roar. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, yep, the SEC, stepped right into the ring and filed a lawsuit that threatened to end our hero's journey in America for good.
So here's the heart of the fight, the billion-dollar question. The SEC's argument was basically, look, you guys are selling from this massive stash of tokens to fund your business. That's an illegal stock offering. But Ripple fired right back, saying, no way. XRP is a technology, it's a bridge currency, it's a commodity. It's anything but a security.
So for nearly 3 years, this was just a brutal, drawn-out legal war. But when the decision finally came down, man, it wasn't just a verdict for XRP. It sent a shockwave that would literally redefine the rules for the entire crypto industry. The entire crypto world just held its breath. Was this it? Was the SEC about to deliver a knockout punch?
And in a plot twist you absolutely could not make up, the answer from the judge was, well, it was both. Judge Analisa Torres delivered this split decision that was so nuanced, both sides walked away claiming they'd won.
Okay, so here's what she said, and this part is huge. She drew a line in the sand. When Ripple sold XRP directly to big financial institutions, yeah, that was a securities sale. But, and this is the big but, when regular people like you and me buy and sell it on an exchange, nope, not a security. For the average person, the court basically said XRP is good to go. This was a massive, massive win that led to a pretty small settlement in the end. So, with that giant legal storm cloud finally starting to clear, you'd think Ripple might, take a little breather, right? Wrong. They didn't just lick their wounds. They went on the attack, big time. They started a multi-billion-dollar shopping spree to build a real financial empire. And their strategy, you gotta admit, it was pretty brilliant. They started buying up all these key pieces of the financial puzzle. A custody firm to get the right licenses, a Swiss tech company to get in with global banks, a prime brokerage for hedge funds. They even bought treasury software to get inside corporate finance departments. They weren't just building a product, they were buying the whole financial pipeline.
But look, this story isn't just about lawsuits and corporate takeovers. You absolutely cannot talk about XRP without talking about its followers. We're talking about one of the oldest, biggest, and most fiercely loyal communities in all of crypto, the XRP Army.
And this community has a whole culture of its own, full of memes and modern mythology. You've got the legendary, if a little bit out there, price target of $589. Then there's the prophecy of
the switch. This idea that one day, boom, the world's financial system will just flip over to using XRP. And you can't forget the cryptic riddles from mysterious insiders that keep everyone guessing.
And of course, every great army needs a battle cry. Theirs is simple. It's just one word: FUD. Anytime a critic posts something negative, the army descends, shouting FUD. It's short for fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and it's their go-to way to dismiss any criticism of their hero.
So that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? What is XRP really? Is it a centralized tool for the banking elite, born in a boardroom just to serve the big guys? Or is it a decentralized champion for the people, defended by a digital army fighting for a new financial world? The truth, as it usually is probably somewhere in the middle. And for the ledger runner, you get the feeling the race has only just begun.